Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to discuss the summary of the Rape of the Lock. Now this is a work which was written by Alexander Pope. In 18th century there were many licentious, immoral things happening in the society, and scandalous things were happening and scandalous works were written during that period. Now Alexander Pope decided to regenerate. There was a time of moral regeneration, and through his studies, through his works, some kind of moral regeneration was done. Now in this work, he has taken just a trivial incident and he has written this beautiful work. Now when he wrote the inspiration, from where he got inspiration, the question arises. Now the inspiration he got from his friend, Mr. Carroll was his friend, who advised this person, Alexander Pope, to write a playful poem, a kind of playful poem on the fight of Arabella Fermor. There was a lady, Arabella Fermor, and this was the lady, and the person's name was Lord Peter. Now what happened, this Lord Peter had cut a strand of hair of this Arabella, and there was a big fight because of that very incident. So his friend Mr. Carroll said that you can write a playful poem. So Alexander Pope thought, yes, I could write. So he decided to write the poem, and this was the output, you can say. This was the product. Now when this was published, it was having only 2 cantos, 1 and 2, in which the incident was explained in a mock heroic way. This is a mock heroic epic. Remember this. It is called the mock heroic epic. This work is written in heroic couplets, and the form of an epic is given to this work by Alexander Pope. It is in 5 cantos. It is having 5 cantos, but when it was introduced, it was of two cantos. But because of its popularity, the way it was reacted, means people reacted to it very positively. So he exceeded it, we can say, and gave it 5 cantos. Finally, it is having 5 cantos. The Game of Umber and the Game of Steel, these 2 were added, and some other things were added to this very work. Now Belinda is the main heroine, Lord Baron is a hero, Clarissa is the maid of Belinda, Thalestris is a friend, Ariel and Umbriel, I'll tell about this later on. Now what happens when the canto 1 starts? Belinda, before canto 1, what is there? A muse is invoked, because when an epic is started, what happens, that a muse is invoked. She means the writer prays that give me inspiration so that I can write a work, I can write it in a better way, in the best way. So here, as it is a mock heroic epic, so this Alexander Pope invokes Belinda to give him inspiration so that he can write his work. This is there, means invocation of muse is there. Then the canto 1 starts, and here the routine is described. Now here Belinda gets up from her sleep, and she calls her means maids, but no one answers her, and then she sleeps again. Now in that sleep there is a dream. Ariel, who is a sylph, arrives in her dream, and he tells that a mishappening is going to take place in your today in your day, so you should be a little bit careful. He describes himself that who is he. He says, I am a sylph. Ladies, when women die, they are converted into 4 masses, into different 4 masses. Main 4 masses on earth in universe are fire, earth, water and fire. If a lady who is very angry by nature, who is very bad, she is turned into this. You can say she is turned into the mass of fire, and she becomes a slender. And who is very cool, calming, serene, बहुत ही शांत सी लेडी है, वो टर्न हो जाती, वो उसके अंदर जो है वो वाटर के मास में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है, and she becomes a nymph. नाउ हु आर कॉक्यूटीज, जिनको बहुत ज़्यादा बोलने की आदत है, ऐसी हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा सुंदर भी कह सकते हैं वो हैं, तो वो सिल्फ में चेंज हो जाती हैं। एंड जिनम्स जो होती हैं, जिन वो अर्थ का पार्ट होती हैं, मीन्स अर्थ मास के अंदर वो होती हैं, और ये सारे मिस्टीरियस थिंग्स करती हैं। सो सिल्फ ये कहती है कि हमारा जो काम है, दिस इज ऑफ गाइडिंग ब्यूटिफुल लेडीज who are beautiful, who are very delicate in nature. We all the sylphs surround them and protect them. Their chastity is protected by sylphs, and these are invisible. They are not seen by naked eyes. Means one is not known that sylphs are around her, but we are always present near them, guarding their looks, their clothes, their whatever means cosmetics. They take care of these things. So he described that today a mishappening is going to happen. Later on उसका डॉग आ जाता है बलिंडा का, एंड वो उठ जाती है, मेड आती हैं, उसको स्लीपर्स पहने आती हैं, टॉयलेट में जाती हैं, एंड द टॉयलेट सीन मीन्स देयर इज एन इलेबोरेट टॉयलेट सीन। टॉयलेट सीन में क्या है कि ऑल द कॉस्मेटिक्स, ज्वेल्स एंड मीन्स एवरीथिंग इज देयर। इट्स अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल डेकोरेटिव टॉयलेट, जिसमें बेलिंडा पूरा दिन लगा देती है अपना मेकअप करने में, अपना हेयर को सेट करने में, हर चीज़ मीन्स हर चीज़ इज देयर इन दैट टॉयलेट। फैशनेबल सोसाइटी इज देयर, मीन्स देयर इज अ सटायर ड्यूरिंग दैट टॉयलेट सीन, और उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन में देयर इज अ सटायर ऑन द फैशनेबल सोसाइटी ऑफ 18th century। नाउ सेकेंड कैंटो में क्या होता है कि Belinda goes to a barge for a party. There is a party. There are very handsome men, females, ladies and gentlemen are there. Now, and there, as Belinda is looking very beautiful, she is very beautiful. So everybody is complimenting her, giving her favors, and she is accepting all the favors. एंड शी इज़ नॉट गिविंग प्रेफरेंस टू एनी सिंगल पर्सन, मतलब ताकि गलत मैसेज ना जाए, इसलिए वो हर किसी के जो फेवर्स हैं उनको एक्सेप्ट करती है, बट कुछ रेसिप्रोकेट नहीं करती किसी सिंगल इंसान को। सो दे आर पार्टिंग, दे आर एंजॉइंग, लाफिंग, सिंगिंग, डांसिंग, एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन इन दैट पार्टी। Now here the sylph, who is Ariel, that Ariel is very much worried that I have a gut feeling that something bad is going to happen, but I don't know what is that bad thing going to happen. So he calls other sylphs, as he is the king, means he is the king or mature person, sylph. So he calls many different sylphs, and they come there. He जस्ट असाइंस ड्यूटी दैट किसी को उसके बालों का ध्यान रखना है, किसी को इयररिंग्स का, किसी को कॉस्मेटिक का, मीन्स हर चीज़ बेलिंडा की कवर्ड है। 50 सिल्व्स आर मीन्स असाइंड द ड्यूटी टू, उसके पेटीकोट को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए 50 गार्ड्स की ड्यूटी लगाई जाती है, सिल्व्स की ड्यूटी लगाई जाती है ताकि गार्ड कर सके। मीन्स दिस इज द ट्रिवियल थिंग्स विच आर हैपनिंग इन दैट दिस कैंटो। नाउ the third scene shifts. Here what happens, this was the party, in this canto party was going on a barge, BARGE, and now in this canto the scene shifts to Hampton Court. It is a court of Queen Anne where functions, where parties, political functions take place. Here big people of society, renowned men, gallants are invited, and a party is going on. A game of Omber is organized. This Omber, a game of Omber is being played by 3 persons. Who is playing? Belinda, this Lord Baron, and one friend is also. Means 3 people can play that game of Omber, and they are playing. और वो सब उसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन है कि कैसे बेलिंडा खेलती है, और उसको, और ये दोनों जैसे लॉर्ड बैरन और वो जो सेकंड पर्सन है, दे आर द लवर्स ऑफ, मीन्स दे लाइक बेलिंडा, सो दे लेट हर विन। तो बेलिंडा बहुत खुश होती है, एज इफ उसने बहुत बड़ी जीत हासिल कर ली है। दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस गेम ऑफ ओम्बर, एंड आफ्टर दैट there the coffee is served. After that game of Omber, the coffee is served, and it is described that coffee, when Lord Baron drinks that coffee, उसका एक तरह से माइंड जो है वो ऐसे बूस्ट अप होता है, and he decides to just cut off the strand of Belinda. सो देर आर 2 curls विच आर हैंगिंग हेयर. तो वो सोचता है कि मैं ये कट करके रहूँगा. कि आई टुडे इन द मॉर्निंग आई हैव प्रेड टू गॉड ऑफ लव दैट आई वॉन्ट टू विन दिस लॉक. If I win this means it will be a very good and big deal for me. So he is thinking like that, and he is ready to cut that lock. Here lock is used for the term hair, strand of hair. Means when I heard this, जब सबसे पहली बार मैंने ये सुना था the rape of the lock, I was quite like lock and उसका rape means I was quite in a dilemma that what is this, and when I read अच्छा lock, अच्छा इसको एक बाल के strand को lock कहते हैं. So lock here stands for a strand of hair which is cut by Baron. So इस कैंटो में जो Baron है cuts the strand of Belinda. Now she is very angry. अब उसको कोई बाल काट दे तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है, एंड शी यूज टू लव दैट स्टैंड वेरी मच. उसको बहुत ज़्यादा घमंड था. शी वॉज प्राउड कि इतने सुंदर सुंदर कर्ल्स हैं मेरे पास. So she is very unhappy, and here the gnome Umbriel comes. He is a gnome. Now who is gnomes? Gnomes are the most mischievous creatures you can say, जो हर चीज़ की गंदी चीज़ों में इन्वॉल्व हैं. Those डिस्क्राइब ऐसे करता है अलेक्जेंडर पोप दैट जो पिंपल्स देती हैं गर्ल्स को, उनकी ब्यूटी को स्पॉइल करने की कोशिश करती हैं. मीन्स gnomes are involved in these petty things. Now cave of spleen is described in Canto 4. This Umbriel goes to cave of spleen, and where the goddess of earth is resting on her bed, and उसके जो friends हैं goddess of earth के जो friends हैं वो कौन हैं? They are pain and headache. Means pain and headache are the friends, and उसको 2 maids से अटेंडेंट है. अफेक्टेशन जो है वो उसकी अटेंडेंट है जो उसको अटेंड कर रही है. सो ही टेल्स अबाउट एवरीथिंग दैट देयर इज अ लेडी कॉल्ड बेलिंडा, एंड ऐसे ऐसे उसके बाल कट गए. एंड आई जस्ट वांट टू क्रिएट अ सीन. मीन्स मैं कुछ उसको बढ़ाना चाहती हूँ, कुछ मिस्चीवियस थिंग्स करना चाहती हूँ. तो जो गॉडेस होती है वो ग्रांट करती है बैग ऑफ सॉरोज, टीयर्स, पैशंस. उसमें सब चीज़ें हैं. तो वो बैग को कैरी करके केव ऑफ स्प्लीन से बाहर आती है, एंड वेयर बेलिंडा एंड उसकी फ्रेंड थेलेस्ट्रिस आर सिटिंग, एंड शी दैट बेलिंडा इज इन पेन, एंड शी इज सिटिंग क्वाइटली रेस्टिंग हर हेड ऑन थेलेस्ट्रिस. सो शी स्पिल्स दैट Umbriel spills that bag full of tears, pain, पैशंस सारे उसके ऊपर स्पिल कर देता है. एंड वो क्या है, एक एनर्जी बूस्टअप होती है, एंड शी स्टार्टेड बिहेविंग लाइक यू हैव कट माई हेयर. रोने लग जाती है. शी सेज आई वॉन्ट माई स्ट्रैंड बैक नाउ. इफ कि आई एम डीफेम्ड बिकॉज माई स्ट्रैंड हैज़ बीन कट. आई एम डीफेम्ड इन द सोसाइटी. आई कांट शो माई फेस टू एनी वन. ठीक है. सो आई वॉन्ट दैट दैट स्ट्रैंड अगेन फ्रॉम दैट. लॉर्ड बैरन रिक्वेस्ट करती है, बट लॉर्ड बैरन जो है वो बिल्कुल भी राजी नहीं है इन चीज़ों के लिए कि आई नॉट गिव यू बैक, बिकॉज ही थिंक्स दैट आई हैव कट द स्ट्रैंड ऑफ दिस ब्यूटिफुल गर्ल, एंड इट्स लाइक एन अवार्ड फॉर मी. आई विल शो इट टू द होल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड दैट आई हैव कट अ स्ट्रैंड ऑफ हेयर ऑफ दैट Belinda. So he is not ready to give back that strand, and she is making scene by crying, doing all these petty things, because she is under the control of Umbriel. So in last canto what happens, the this maid Clarissa says that beauty is temporary, it's not permanent, and we cannot control beauty. So whether we are having black hairs now, we will turn surely, and surely will turn white. So we should not think about all the time that we are beautiful and we are this and that. Means हमें इतना ज़्यादा beauty conscious नहीं होना चाहिए. हमें चीज़ों को accept करना चाहिए as they are. So it's okay, let it be, whatever happened, let it go. But this Belinda is not ready, and this Thelestris, as she is also in that effect of this Umbriel's magic, so she also says कि no, there should be a fight. Ladies should fight. Means एक तरह से ब्यूटी जो है वो ही कंट्रोल करती है मेन को, एंड लेडीज शुड फाइट अगेंस्ट दिस थिंग. सो these things are happening and ऐसे fight होती है. Lord Baron, so she asks Lord Baron that where is the strand, and finally that strand is lost, and people say that all the things which are full of vanity and pride, they are stored on the moon, and that very strand also went to that moon and is placed there. But Alexander Pope says that that strand has become a constellation and has become a star which is shining in the sky. So this is how Alexander Pope ends the poem, ends the playful poem. So this is all about the Rape of the Lock. I hope this summary of the Rape of the Lock is very much clear to you all. Thank you for listening to me. Please like, share and subscribe my videos, my channel as well. Thank you.